So if I just met you in a museum and they'd be like, oh, hi, I'm Sadie Clayton. Oh, cool, what do you do? Oh, I'm a fashion designer and I specialise in copper. Then they'll say, oh, I love it, but I couldn't wear that. I'm like, why couldn't you wear that? My woman is comfortable, regardless whether you're slim, whether you're a little bit more curvaceous, you're able to wear a Sadie Clayton piece and feel confident and comfortable and feel like you've got the power.
So, why copper?
Oh, the ultimate question. I've always loved kind of alternative materials to fabric for fashion. So metal was like something that I knew I wanted to work with. But you always saw silver and brass and gold, and you never saw copper. I use copper leather or copper embroidery or copper trimmings. And for me, the colour copper is just beyond. I think it's so warming and it's just so gentle and it's such a beautiful colour. The physicality of copper, it's quite unusual. Obviously, you've got a sheet of copper, so it's quite flimsy. And then once you start cutting that up into pieces, it becomes really rigid and really hard and really sharp, and you don't touch it in case you cut yourself. And also, as you're making the texture, the copper's curving round, so it naturally forms, like a 3D frame. And then you've got to lace it, it becomes a totally different ballgame. But yeah, I get there in the end. I initially have ideas for the copper metal sculptures, because that's the exciting part for me. That's the bit that I love. That's the bit that I could do all day, every day. My process, obviously, it's not only the copper metal pieces, it's kind of the look and feel of the whole collection, like the whole aesthetic. I kind of draw all my crazy stuff, so then that's out of the way, like all my sculptural pieces, and then, review it and then come back to them all ready to wear pieces. Then I make the board, so then I've got a colour board and a mood. From my boards, I then create my fabric, so the embroidery, so I do all the artwork for that. And then once I finish my sketching and my designs, I'll then pass that to the pattern cutter to make all the patterns. And then in 6, 7, 8 weeks, the collection's finished. On the show day, it's obviously nerve-wracking. I've got really clammy hands and I'm like, who's gonna turn up? Is anybody gonna turn up? What are my models gonna look like? Will the clothes even fit the models? What about the hair? What about the makeup? And then the door opens and I'm like, oh my God. And people come through and it's absolutely mobbed. Everyone's trying to take all these photos. People are trying to talk to me and ask me questions and give me hugs. And it's just so overwhelming. And then it's over in 2 hours and you're like, now what? I'm from West Yorkshire, from a tiny little village called Murfield. And growing up there, I was a minority. I'm mixed race, and my background is half Jamaican and half white British. Obviously, I've got freckles, I've got big lips, I've got big hair, so I always kind of stood out. And I had to have that strength and that kind of power to allow my individuality to shine through. Personally, I've got to really be in my thought process and in the right environment. And for me, that's almost a meditative state because I'm in that zone and I can't move because I know that this is all coming, it's all flowing, and I have to keep going because if I break, the ideas won't come back. I don't make revealing tops and miniskirts and stuff. I feel that now women are just so insecure about what they're going to put on social media and the reaction that they're going to get. Whereas I feel that the woman that will wear my piece, she forgets about all of that. She doesn't care what people will think about her. I would love a woman to wear one of my 3D parkas and feel the sense of empowerment and feel the strength and the security. So yeah, I'm hoping that I'm part of that change in society. It's going to take me a bit longer to break into the market, but I don't care, I'm prepared to wait if that's it, because I want to stand by my rules and my legacy.